As Mayor of Clinton, I have convoked you all today in hopes of addressing something that is dearest to my heart and conscience, the health of this town. Our factories, which furnish a great portion of our jobs, are in danger of being terminated should they continue to expel undue amounts of pollution to our atmosphere. The main pollutant is known to be sulfur dioxide, and while it interests me very much to eliminate pollution altogether from our factories, my concern is the immediate job safety of our laborers there within. With this end in mind, we have deliberated a solution to our problem and have determined to take it on at the root. The fuel we use in our factories, coal contains sulfur, our contaminant, to varying degrees, and we must transition to find sources of coal within our domestic markets that contains lesser amounts of sulfur. There are 3 native coals in our state of Indiana, all concentrated in the Illinois Basin area, and we have considered all 3 coals: Danville coal, Springfield coal, and Sealyville coal. Finding an alternative fuel will most likely be the simplest and cheapest solution, as it merely requires that we redirect our current funds to buy or mine fuel from cheaper regions. Firstly, Danville coal deposits are found in substantial amounts only in Knox County. Springfield deposits are more plentiful, especially in underground mining deposits, and can be found widely from Sullivan to Posey counties, whereas Sealyville coal can be found in its richest amounts from Vermilion to Sullivan. Most of this coal can only be accessed by underground mining rather than by surface mining, but Springfield deposits appear to be the most plentiful. Another concern of ours is the efficacy of the fuels we use. If we have more efficient fuels, the less we'll have to pollute with them. Highly caloric coal gives us more energy yield per piece of coal. This table compares coal's deposits' heating value. Herein you can see that Danville is the most efficient, while Springfield produces less energy per pound of coal. Danville and Sealyville values are rather similar, however, only a few hundred units apart from each other. Now, coal with sulfur content below 1% is compliance coal, and here we can see amounts of coal with low sulfuric content. Both Danville and Springfield have good amounts, but Springfield coal is too saturated to be, is too saturated to be considered. Moreover, another important factor in our decisions was the moisture levels of coal. The less moisture a coal had, the easier it would be to purify the coal later on in the purification process. Springfield has the highest percentage of such an ideal coal, but its contenders don't fall very much behind. We are left with Danville and Springfield coals. Springfield coal is much more plentiful, widespread across southwestern Indiana. Danville coal would have us depend entirely on Knox County for our supply, while Springfield would allow us to have more markets in Sullivan, Posey, Vanderbilt, and Gibson counties. However, Danville is the most efficient coal, but not by much. We believe that the marginal superiority in this aspect does not supersede the scarcity of Danville coal. In sum, Danville's estimated resource tonnage of coal in both surface and underground mining was just less than 1,000 million tons, whereas Springfield coal massed at about 8,000 million tons. 8-to-1 ratio. Springfield coal was also easier to purify with a generally lower moisture level, ensuring that pollution might be reduced as much as possible when processing our fuels. For the reasons of supply and convenience and purification, we have chosen Springfield coal as our new source of fuel for factories. Springfield coal's low sulfur content and its ease of purification will surely guarantee that our factories meet all national quotas. We will begin to cancel our orders from our former providers and will begin to receive Springfield coal within the week. Thank you, everybody, and God bless this town.